Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit. If you've been following me for a while, you've seen me make grilled chicken wings with my soon-to-be world-famous orange marmalade Sriracha sauce. I know some of you have even made the orange marmalade Sriracha wings yourself. If you're not familiar and you're wondering what orange marmalade Sriracha sauce is, it's a ridiculously easy sauce to make that's the perfect combination of sweet and heat without being too spicy to really enjoy. Don't tell Sweet Baby Ray's, but my orange marmalade Sriracha sauce is the real boss of the sauces. But we'll just let him roll with the title for now. So I was brainstorming about a new ham recipe for the upcoming holidays. Not the same old clove-studded ham or pineapple and cherry covered ham that your grandmother and mother have been making for decades. I mean, don't get me wrong, those hams are good. But I wanted something different, something other than the same old ham I've eaten for the past 40 years at family functions. That's when the light went off in my head and I realized the orange marmalade Sriracha sauce is the perfect glaze for a salty ham and would turn your ordinary holiday ham into an extraordinary holiday ham with the sweet, subtle orange flavor and mild spice. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make an orange marmalade Sriracha glazed ham that will be a new favorite for your holiday dinner table. You can cook this ham in your oven, grill, or in a smoker. So for optimum smoky flavor, I'm using my Big Bear Kodiak Pellet Grill for the very first time to cook today's ham. The Kodiak is made in the good old USA with 100% 304 stainless steel, comes with a 10-year warranty, and did I mention, it's a beast with over 1,000 square inches of cooking space. With a beast of a grill, you get a nice big 40-pound hopper with an easy clean out. For our initial burn and for today's cook, we're filling the massive hopper with 40 pounds of the Big Bear Blend pellets, which is a combination of maple, hickory, and cherry, which is a great combination for today's cook. If you want more information on Big Bear grills, there's a link in the description box, along with a $500 off promotion code if you're interested in getting a Big Bear Kodiak. That's a whole lot of extra beer money, but that code won't last forever, so you better act fast if you're interested. So I had already done the initial burn in the day before, so now all we have to do is turn our Kodiak on and set our temperature to 350 degrees. And this controller is also Wi-Fi enabled. Once you have the Kodiak set to your desired temperature, leave the lid open until it starts to smoke. Once it starts smoking, close the lid and let it preheat. While your oven, grill, or smoker is preheating, it's time to prepare the ham. And today I'm using a bone-in, fully cooked, hickory smoked shank portion of ham. You can also use the butt portion of the ham. And to me, hams are one of the most underrated and inexpensive meats you can buy. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, they're very delicious. I got an 11-pound ham for under $19. That's about the same cost as 2 to 3 pounds of sliced ham in your deli. Plus, when you buy a portion of ham and you cook it yourself, you get a very meaty soup bone to make bean soup with. So there's very little waste. So to get your ham prepped up to cook, all you need to do is remove it from the wrapper. And then with a sharp knife or even a box cutter, a clean one preferably, make lateral slices around the ham about 1 inch apart. And you only want your slices to be about 1/4 inch deep, so don't press too hard or saw back and forth. And remember to make sure you go all the way around the ham. Once all your lateral slices are made, do the same thing by making vertical slices. Once you have your ham scored all the way around to your liking, place it into a pan. And I'm just using a disposable aluminum pan. It makes cleanup so much easier. Now the ham goes into the Kodiak that's been preheated to 350 degrees. Then close the lid and let's go make our glaze. In a medium-sized saucepan, add an 18-ounce jar of orange marmalade. The generic orange marmalade is good enough for me, but if you want to be Mr. and Mrs. Fancy Pants and spend a few more bucks and buy a better brand, that's okay too. Next, add a 1/4 cup of light brown sugar, and I know it seems redundant because there's already sugar in the marmalade, but trust me, the brown sugar works. Then add a 1/4 cup of Sriracha, and please don't use a knockoff Sriracha, use the original high fung Sriracha. And finally, for one more layer of sweetness, a 1/4 cup of honey. Now give everything a good mix. And then the orange marmalade sriracha sauce goes onto the grill with the ham. And I also inserted the Big Bear meat probe into the thickest part of the ham. Then I went back to the controller to set my desired finish temp for the ham, which is going to be 135 degrees. So this ham should take about 10 minutes per pound at 350 degrees. So that's almost 2 hours. So I'm going to let the ham cook for about an hour and let the glaze heat up. And then after an hour, we'll start applying the glaze. And during that time, I'm going to enjoy a nice frosty cold beverage and open it up using my Big Bear bottle opener. Oh yeah! An hour and a few frosty cold beverages later, it's time to start applying the glaze to our ham. And you don't want to glop it on and put too much on at once, because all it's going to do is fall off the ham. So give it a nice light coating of the orange marmalade sriracha sauce until the whole ham is coated. And we're going to repeat this process every 10 minutes for the last hour, or until it reaches 135 degrees. Each and every time you add a layer of glaze, you're not only adding glaze, you're adding more flavor. Now I didn't think you guys wanted to watch me baste it for the next hour, so I went ahead and skipped to when we pulled it off the grill. And it ended up taking exactly 2 hours to cook this 11-pound ham. Now if you're using a disposable aluminum pan like I am, be sure you put something underneath of it to support it when you take it off the grill. And once you take the ham off the grill, let it rest for at least 10 minutes before slicing. And that was the longest 10 minutes of my life. And you can slice your ham however you like. I've never found there was a right or a wrong way to do it. And I found the easiest way to do it is to keep it on its flat side and then cut it straight down, as thin or as thick as you like. And you can see where we scored the ham, where all the orange marmalade sriracha sauce penetrated into the meat. That, along with the caramelized crusties on the outside, is a one-way non-stop ticket to Flavor Town. And when you're slicing this ham, you want to use extreme caution if you're like me and you have a flock of hungry teenagers hovering over the ham, swooping down to get handfuls of meat faster than you can slice it. Just be careful they don't mistake your finger for a piece of ham, because that would be the end of that finger. This orange marmalade sriracha glazed ham could not have turned out any better than it did. It's definitely one of the best hams I've ever cooked. It's definitely sweet and smoky, but paired with the subtle orange, brown sugar, honey, and sriracha flavors, mixed with the salty rich ham flavors, was the perfect combination, and all of the flavors complemented each other, which ended up being a huge flavor explosion in your mouth. And for cooking on it for the very first time, the Big Bear's Kodiak performed flawlessly, provided the perfect amount of smoke, and held rock steady temperatures right at 350 degrees for the whole cook. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you give this recipe a try. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your family and friends, and I'll see you soon.